What's up, everybody? Coach Mills here, coming at you with a brand new Overwatch video. And in this video, we're going to be breaking down a silver ASHE who thinks they deserve a higher rank. Now, that being said, we're going to be breaking down their footage and tell you some targeted things that you should be doing right and wrong from their gameplay, and really decide whether or not this player deserves a higher rank, and specific things that they can work on so that they can actually climb. And we're going to be breaking all that down, so make sure you watch it to the end. But go to the links down below for in-depth advanced VODs over every single character just like this, tips and tricks, map guides, and so much more. Do yourself a favor, go check it out right now. But without further ado, let's jump into the video. Okay, so we're gonna start this off right off the bat, and you're gonna do a dynamite at the window. So yeah, so first off, just right off the bat, you miss like the first dynamite shot. So something that you should just know in general about dynamite is it follows a natural arc. If you throw it, it will literally follow right into your crosshair. You don't need to aim down the sights. You don't need to do any of that. You stand still and throw it, and it will literally fly up and then fall right in front of your crosshair. So if you time it right and you just watch its arc, you can hit it like almost 100% of the time if you're not under pressure. Now, I know if you're getting fired at and stuff like that, you might miss, but you should never miss this setup right here. Like, I don't mind this. But yeah, so like, you move your entire crosshair and you aim down the sights just for no reason. Like I said, it arcs perfectly into your crosshair if you just throw it naturally. So yeah, you could have gotten some free damage here, and you need to probably get out of here. You're staying here a little bit too long. You wanted to take that shot right away, and you want to get the heck out, because if the enemy had speed boost, you could have gotten caught out there and just died right there. So yeah. So yeah, you're looking at that ball. You really need to be looking at the enemy front line that is right behind you. You can kill this Mora. You can challenge this Reaper. A little bit distracted here. Yeah, so you saw the Reaper go off to the right, but you kind of just forgot about him. Yeah. So yeah, your support could have healed you there, but honestly, I think your supports were worried about that Reaper, and things were really complicated. You missed an easy dynamite. You didn't put pressure into the support that walked through, the Reaper that walked through. You were standing out in the open for far too long. There's just a lot of mistakes here that, I mean, sure, your supports could have bailed you out of it, but it makes sense that you died. Let's move on here. So you just saw that McCree, and now you're pushing in aggressively into this corridor. Like, you just saw him. If he was anywhere nearby, he could have rolled and right-clicked and killed you. So your advantage against the McCree is that you outrange him. So what you should really be doing is playing up there, because you outrange, of course, the Reaper, but the McCree as well. You don't need to be peeking these angles aggressively at all on ASHE, because you submit yourself to Reaper fire, you submit yourself to getting slept, to a Reinhardt hitting you, a McCree stunning you. It's just really bad. So yeah, you want to be up on that high ground and throwing damage down from up above, and enemies just can't do anything about it unless they hit consistent headshots on you. The McCree literally would have to hit multiple headshots on you to kill you out of nowhere. So yeah, you're just playing out, like, not in your effective range in any way right here. And like, once again, you're turning to look at this ball when people could be behind you. Like, I'm not saying you could never focus on this ball, but you're not positionally safe by any means. The enemies could literally kill you in, like, right behind you. And yeah, and a lot of the time, this ball is not going to die anyways. Although he stops rolling and tries to fight when he's okay. I don't, whatever. So yeah, go. Yeah, so still you're fighting on the low ground here. You want to fight on the high ground. We probably broke down a VOD just like this before, where I stated that low rank players don't contest for the high ground. Very important on ASHE in particular. She is amazing on the high ground. It's where you want to position almost every single time, because unlike a lot of other hit scans, you are very effective on the high ground because you have a lot of range to your weapon. So nice kill on the Ana, who wasn't paying attention. Nice dynamite. See, like, another thing about being on the high ground, you can't get shattered. You know, you don't want to get shattered, am I right? You can still do the same things that you did. Yeah, there, perfect. Boom, you got to the good position. Nice, good stuff. Yeah, you're not in the LOS of either of your healers here. There's no way that they can heal you. I don't know where the Mercy's over there. She's just ignoring you, of course. And so like, I think this is a really important lesson here, because it's obvious that this support is completely oblivious to you, right? You put some value in, you got to pick off on the enemy support. You just need some damn heals here, right? She's completely oblivious. And a lot of people will say, I'm stuck in my rank because of my garbage supports. And I'm going to be honest with you. You probably have garbage supports. Yeah, you do. But if you were able to output, like, the way that you climb out of this rank, bronze, is you have to output enough damage and value that it doesn't matter that you have garbage supports. It doesn't matter. I said this before and I'll say it again. You don't deserve good teammates until you can carry to the rank that those teammates belong in. And this is like a perpetual thing that always exists. But maybe a silver support would enable you, or gold support would enable you for sure, and higher than that would 100% enable you. But there were a lot of things that there was a lot of ways that you could have had impact in the earlier fights, and like a lot of awareness problems that you had that you could have carried regardless of a bad supporter knows a bad support. And being self-sufficient is another big thing. Trying to position yourself in a way where you're taking the least amount of damage, making sure you actively know where all the health packs are, putting as easy of a job as possible on your supports, and last but certainly not least, if spamming it doesn't work, talk in the mic and say, hey Zen, can you throw a Discord on me? Thanks, buddy, or whatever the case may be. That's gonna encourage them to heal you more often. And yeah, even if you have really bad supports or whatever the case may be, it is important for you to understand that these players are gonna keep existing, and you still have to climb even though they exist. Nice, the Ana's a free? What is she even looking at? What the? Nice dynamite. See, I know you know how to do the arc. Yeah, I see how effective it is to just hold this high ground. Very, very good. This is really kind of risky, peeking this angle, being so weak. You could honestly just go down to the bottom and grab that mega if your supports aren't healing you. Because like an Ana can body shot you. Anything can kill you here, really. Yeah, you really don't want to peek this ankle. You don't want to get picked off. Just go take the mega. Just go take the mega. Or you can go back to your supports.
I need healing. Somebody get me some healing.
Yeah, so you keep asking for healing, but you have no idea where your supports are. You're not going for a mega at all, or a mini, or anything like that. Like, you are literally useless until you get heals. So whether you need to go get heals yourself, or you need to literally look around and find where your supports are and walk up to them, whatever you got to do, you are not going to be effective until you do that. So just standing on the side ground saying, I need healing, you're doing nothing. I mean, yeah. Yeah, you can't really, there you go. Your support finally comes and gives you heals. Okay, so it might be the last heals you get all game. So cherish it and make sure you convert that health into the maximum amount of value possible. Okay, more, yeah, nice. Standing still, good fundamentals, nice high ground. You can see how effective the high ground is here. Good stuff from here. I like how you stand still while you fire. This is a fundamental that a lot of even higher ranked players lack, and it's something that you have. So I think it's important because this person's new to console. So I think your aim's gonna actually get a lot better because your fundamentals are there. You're standing here and you're not being threatened, so you're not moving. You're just looking and taking your shots. So I think your target priority could be a little bit better because you could have shot the Ana who's standing still there. But that being said, you're still staying stationary on the high ground. And I think once your aim gets better, this is really good fundamentals. And you don't need to move when people aren't shooting at you, which is what you're doing, which is great. And it's going to make these shots a lot easier for you. So I like that a lot.
Bob, do something.
Not a terrible use of Bob. The Ana could have slept it. You didn't really track the sleep cooldown, but it doesn't matter. She's not going to do it anyways. That's going to be enough pressure for your team to push in, and it's going to win the team fight, so that's fine. Although, your Mercy Valks... Cloudwind, if you're in chat... Cloudwind? If you're here... Drop a code. I mean, I could just VOD you without your permission, but I'm not going to do that. Okay, back on this high ground. Yeah, you're just gonna rinse and repeat this all game. Nice dynamite. So there's something going on to the left. You can hear it. You can hear the Reaper to your bottom left fighting someone on your team. It's important to try to be paying attention to them because I think some of your teammates might die. I think your Junkrat might die to this Reaper. You could help him out. Yeah. So yeah, you could have helped punish this Reaper earlier. I mean, he was literally in like fighting your Junkrat for the longest time, and you weren't aware of that. So I know that this is gonna take some time to get used to, but you really need to be paying attention to the sounds you're hearing. And you need to be thinking about where enemies are relative to you and where your teammates are relative to you. A lot of times I really see that situational awareness is very lacking. Whether like a ball rolls by and the enemy team are running in and you just turn your back to them, or there's a Reaper fighting your Junkrat and you're not looking at him, you're not even acknowledging that exists, but you should hear the Reaper sound and say, hey, we don't have a Reaper on our team, so it's obviously the enemy Reaper, and they're obviously in our team, so I should do something about it. I should help. I should challenge that and things like that. And if you would have done that, maybe you could have gotten to pick on the Reaper this fight instead of your Roadhog getting picked by the Reaper. You also dropped to this low ground for really, like, not really any reason. You should have just stayed up on that high ground. It's gonna be fine here. You're on at least a slight high ground ledge. It's better than nothing. Ooh, Mayo, you need to get up. You need to get up. You need to get up. Yeah, it's too late. The second you heard, that's another thing, not responding to the sound. The second you heard that sound, you could instantly have coach gunned down and got up to that high ground, got away from the Mayo. So just really be paying attention to those sounds here. All the audio and visual cues about where enemies are. And like I said, you know, just your situational awareness, your object permanence. These are things that are really important for a bronze player to work on. And I think your mechanics are fine. They're going to get a lot better. I think your aim fundamentals are good, where you stand still and take these shots. But consistently hitting dynamites is going to be a little bit better as you get better. So I'm not going to go too far into that. But just really be paying attention to where enemies are. And I think that's your big problem right now. And it's allowing the enemies to just walk up to you and get a lot of free damage into you and kill you and hit you with a Mayo, even though you have a mobility tool to get out. And yeah, but if you want to be featured in one of these videos, do me a favor and drop your code in the description down below. Make sure it's a competitive game, put your SR, your name in game, and just some comments from me. But if you enjoyed the video, smash that like and subscribe, and go to the GameLeap website in the links down below for in-depth advanced VODs just like this, plus much more. Do yourself a favor and go check it out so that you can easily climb the ranks of Overwatch. But thank you so much for coming by. That's all I got for you today. I'm Coach Mills, and of course, until next time,